The following is a presentation of Lion's Heart Media. Any use, rebroadcast, or redistribution of this broadcast without the express written consent of Lion's Heart Media is strictly prohibited. Low snap, Cordes has it, looks to throw, has Cook, he has the record, and he has 6. See you later, touchdown South Allegheny. Shoemaker backside, Miller their header, he scores! Black cross court deflected, diving dig House, Monak for the win, got it! Looks right side, batted away. Well, Horsky with the reception and hauled down by Janko. Looks to throw, comes back across. They set up the screen to Ruffin. Ruffin room to run. There goes Ruffin running wild into his own man. See you later. 75 yards. From the Castle of Ice here in Castle Shannon, it's the Blackhawks of Bethel Park hitting the road to take on the Highlanders of Baldwin. As round 2 on our twin bill here tonight on MVI Live, the Blackhawks take on the fighting Highlanders of Baldwin. Zachariah Hunt will get the start, 0-1. He's given up 8 on the season in one game. Bethel Park 1-0 on the other hand. It was Kevin Tiemann who started the first one, while Logan Kalella will get the start tonight, the sophomore for the Bethel Park Blackhawks. Bethel Park and Baldwin did not play last season. These two squads will be meeting for the first time since the 23-24 campaign. 8-2 and 9-2 Bethel Park that evening. Last win for Baldwin was December 2022. It was a 3-2 victory for the Highlanders here at the Ice Castle. As it's Zachariah Hunt getting the start against Logan Kalella. Again here tonight on MVI Live. TJ won in a thriller earlier this evening. Your final score was 4-3, 30 seconds left. Owen Michael, the GWG, deflecting home the Artman pass. As it's the home whites, purple numerals, and purple and silver trim up and down for the Baldwin Highlanders. Hodson, Horn, along with their captain, all getting the start today. As Buys on the near side, taking the draw will be Mac Dempsey. For the Blackhawks of Bethel Park, dressed in orange, black numerals, white trim, opposing in the dot. Kai Decker, a couple of helpers on the season. Puck drop underway as it's the Blackhawks and the Highlanders. Angled back along by Caden Bush, the captain. Dempsey now near side as Bush will dig back forward. Swung far side onto the tape of Reether. As right down the right side, off the stick of Foth in front, loose in front, and it's Zachariah Hunt putting the stick down and the glove down. Offensive zone draw with 16:38 remaining in the first. Face-off glove side of Zachariah Hunt. Offensive zone draw for the Blackhawks of Bethel Park. As wrapped back underneath, Bethel Park takes over. As there's Bombich. Bombich from the left side as Bombich wraps back around the dasher all the way down now. Kai Decker near side corner. Taken over there by the Highlanders of Baldwin. As Giovanni False in transition swings one back down. As Bush in the middle. Angles one along left side onto the stick of Lucas Bombich. Right down Broadway. Decker now near side. Backdoor was in the vicinity of Luke Foth. On the near side, the captain, that's Nate Buys. Sends one out, Mac Dempsey over center red. Dempsey down the lane, galloping in, sticked away by the keeper, Logan Kalella. As foot race near side, taken over by Foth. Centering feed now Mac Dempsey. Dempsey near side as deflected away from the likes of Rosborough. As Rosborough now wrap back around near side in transition. It's Baldwin. Timothy Bush. As Timothy Bush for the Highlanders. Sharp angle shot, tries to center one. Taken back over by Eric Husa. Deflected wide near side. Baldwin back in command. Sharp angle shot through the goal mouth far side. Picked back up there by Husa. Cleared back out and all the way down. Icing will be the call as Radek McClancy able to get back for it. So McClancy all the way down. Icing the call, or no icing. It will be an offensive zone draw for Bethel Park after what looked to be an icing. So face-off comes glove side of the Highlander keeper. Face-off tied up, one back now. Bush the captain, near side half wall. Touch back along and back out as whistle blows. And we'll get that back up in 1 second, and there it goes. Camera went into sleep mode momentarily for some reason there. So apologize about that. One touch, here comes the Highlanders in transition, angled back along, all the way down. That was Luch, sending one back in. Now near side in transition, Dylan Hartman. Hartman down the left side as Hartman back out neutral ice as Baldwin continues to work. Near side, Greenaway wraps it back around. Push back now near side, wrist shot sticked away and hauled in by the keeper Zachariah Hunt. Face-off glove side of Zachariah Hunt. Scoreless game, 14:04 remaining in the first. Bethel Park and Baldwin here on MVI Live. As face-off comes blocker side of Hunt. Taking it for Bethel Park will be Jack Hartman. On the other side, it's Mac Dempsey. One back, cleanly saved. Rebound angled wide off the stick of Alborg. As back behind, in front and into the wickets it goes of the Highlander keeper Zachariah Hunt. As all the way back down and out. Icing waved off. Near side push back along as Horn will go back for it, and icing this time called against Bethel Park. 13:34 first period action as it's a 1-0 lead in favor, a scoreless game between Bethel Park and Baldwin here on MVI Live. As face-off will come blocker side of the Blackhawk keeper Kallela. Wrapped back around by Eric Husa all the way out. And that's where the Highlanders reset. Karcher near side, angled back all the way down. And a slow pace to start here this evening with 13:22 remaining in the first. It's a scoreless game here on MVI Live between Bethel Park and Baldwin. Bethel Park looking for win number 2 on the season. Highlanders just trying to get in the win column for the first time this year. After losing 8-0 in their opening matchup of the season, as Baldwin's Mac Dempsey back the other way, drops it off near side, buys, can't corral, as the puck wanders back out. And wrapping to the left side, here comes Bethel Park. Near side pass as McClancy able to break it up. Now near side, Bethel Park looks to reset from their own end in the form of Reether. Left side picked up, back behind, wrapping, centering feed, taken back over. Here comes Bethel Park in transition off the takeaway. As puck deflected free near side. Now angled back along in the middle. Taken back over and working back to his own end is Luke Foth. As right down the middle, shot into the catching glove of Zachariah Hunt. As it stays scoreless with 12:18 remaining here in the first in a scoreless game. Face-off offensive end for the the Baldwin Highlanders. As cross-rink feed does not connect. Now taken back near side. Hard hit into the half wall. As back the other way, here comes Baldwin. Into center ice, Timothy Bush wraps it back around all the way behind, now angled near side, banked off the dasher in transition. It's Jack Hartman down the right side. As Hartman working in down the near side, pops one back free, and back out the other way it goes all the way down on Kalala. As wrapped back underneath, that's where Bethel Park will set up. The Blackhawks look to vacate their own end. As taken near side. Rosborough tries to work it deep. As Aiden Rosborough back behind wrap. Taken back around to the near side. That's where Bethel Park will take back over. As back the other way. Peter Versailles jams one back along. All the way to the near side and back the other way. Taken over by Bethel Park down the lane. They fire it just wide. This Croissant unable to finish it off. Left side, Bethel Park back in command. As Croissant pressured by Greenaway back to the near side corner. As taken back over. Three-player scrum, near side corner. Sent back to the far side, picked up there and cleared back by Barry, but not out. Held by Bethel Park on the far side. As the Blackhawks still trolling along the far side corner, away from Croissant. Bethel Park has dominated time of possession early on here in this opening period. As all the way back down, Calvin Kirsten will head back and touch up with 10:31 remaining here in the first. And it's a scoreless game between Bethel Park and Baldwin. Face-off blocker side of Zachariah Hunt, the senior tendy for Baldwin. Face-off offensive end, one to the half wall is Horn. Unable to vacate his own end. Now Bethel Park on the march as Luch on the near side takes over for Baldwin. Angles it off the captain buys. Back out to center ice and into his own end, Kirsten. Can't get it out. Luch walks the line, backhand dump, far side corner. Taken over there by Keelan Jones. Wrapped back around, now near side. Hartman goes flying. Is back the other way comes Bethel Park. It's Kozak back behind now. Croissant with the delayed penalty. Croissant touched up by the Highlanders' Austin Klein. And to the power play goes Bethel Park with 9:55 remaining here in the first. First penalty of the game goes against Baldwin. Bethel Park 2 for 4 on the power play this season. They'll have an opportunity here in the first. 7:05 gone in the first. As in the box for Baldwin will be E.J. Horn. So the freshman attacker to the sin bin. Bethel Park to the power play. It's their captain, Caden Bush. Swings it to the half wall, gets it back. Sharp angle shot denied by the keeper. As staying tight to the ice was Zachariah Hunt. Now working back behind there. That's Kozak. Back up top, held at the near side point by Bombich. Bombich swings left side. Eludes Versailles. As Velaceris lets it go through far side. Survey up top. Bush holds the line. Down to Bombich. Right wing circle curling. Bombich trades places far side. And Dempsey takes over. 1-on-2 shorthanded. Mac Dempsey long range wrister. Handcuffs Colella a little bit as the captain Bush back the other way. Here comes the Blackhawks of Bethel Park. Kozak taken away by Dempsey. One-on-one now with Bush. Dump and chase. As back for it for the Blackhawks of Bethel Park is Luke Foth. Foth back the other way, down the right wing boards, into the attacking end. And a whistle blows with 8:50 remaining in the first. 55 seconds remaining on the E.J. Horn minor. Face-off will come in deep to the glove side of the Blackhawk keeper, Colella. Logan Colella yet to allow a goal to fall, as he has been not tested at all so far here in the early going. As penalty on the Bethel Park Blackhawks, I believe, for too many men. So I think it's a bench minor on Bethel Park. Playing 4-on-4 here with 8:49 remaining in period number 1. More action for me tomorrow on the network, and if you're just a high school sports fan in general looking for a great matchup, Mars McKeesport, I'll have that one for you on the network. Coach Matt Miller and Keemon Spell versus Yoakum and Coach Kasparovich. As short-lived 4-on-4 in Bethel Park, back-to-back penalties. So a bench minor, and now a penalty will go against Peter Versailles. So Peter Velaceris will head off for Bethel Park. So Velaceris to the box, and we'll play 35 of 4-on-3. And then it'll be a 5-on-3 power play for the Baldwin Highlanders. False wrist shot blocked down. Now Karcher has Dempsey up top. Swings it near side. False wrist shot, and that one blocked down by his own man. Friendly fire. The captain wears it. 18 remaining on the first penalty to Horn. Then it'll be a 5-on-3 for about a minute 6. For the Highlanders is Mac Dempsey in transition. Baldwin looking for their first goal of the year. As Dempsey right side. 5-on-3 power play. As back up top now Karcher. Karcher angles one to Horn. Luch comes off the bench. Karcher holds the line. Far side Dempsey. Top of the circle. Dempsey has buys. 3 high for Baldwin. As near side, one-timer shrugged away by Colella. As battle back behind, taken over, up top, false. Lets it fly, deflected off the iron. As the Highlanders trying to figure it out. Dempsey with 33 remaining on the 5-on-3. Stuff attempt, no. Puck wanders near side. As trying to keep it alive is Karcher on the left wing boards. Now Luch back behind, down to 18 on the 5-on-3. Falls has it, far side point, near side Karcher. Room to work, slides it back door. Dempsey can't angle it on. Bush up, but not out. 8 seconds remaining on the first minor. Luch activates here. It's back to a 1-player deficit for the next 20. As the first penalty expires, buys in the middle. Now curls back up, swings it Luch. Can't one-touch it along. Luch, cross rink, nobody home. As it's picked back up by Caden Bush and wrapped back around to the near side. Karcher dives to keep it alive as Bethel Park's killed off both. Back the other way, 1-on-1, right to the slot, wrist shot, Hunt says no. Jack Hartman unable to solve Zachariah Hunt. As Velaceris right side, tucks in. Velaceris knocked off the puck by False. Wrap back around, far side. As Zeppa R tries to work it out. Dempsey, far side, Karcher. Zeppahar out there as well, as chasing in Rosborel. Rosborel won't keep it deep. Back the other way comes Jack Hartman. Near side taken over by Bethel Park for a moment. But Rosborel unable to get it out. Greenaway helping as well, back behind. That's where it's taken over by Bethel Park, back behind the Baldwin keeper. 5.5 on the clock here in the first. Up top, deflected back out. Wrapped back around and dumped in deep by Keelan Jones. As Baldwin looks to transition with Timothy Bush. Dumps one off the end boards. Back around now near side. Rosborough can't keep possession in deep. Is back the other way. Bethel Park over center red. In Kai Decker. Decker cuts inside. Lost the edge. And there's a reason why. The Highlanders drug him down to the deck. With 5:04 remaining here in the first. Baldwin going to be shorthanded once again. Bethel Park 0 for 1 on the power play tonight. Baldwin 0 for 2. Bethel Park 7 for 7 on the PK now. Highlanders 3 for 4. Looking for their second kill of the night. First one was abbreviated as Eric Greenaway gets the gate here. Scoreless game, 5:04, first period action. As puck popped near side, trying to work it out was Buys unsuccessfully. Now Buys, second effort, gets it back out to center. Flip far side, taken over there by Bethel Park's Jones. As Keelan Jones works back near side, Bethel Park and Baldwin. After a year up for Bethel Park, back down to 3A. Sliding through center ice, Dylan Hartman works back behind. Left side taken over there. Decker cuts inside. Cross rink pass, turning shot, deflects up. Stick goes flying as letting the shot go was Keelan Jones. Last Penguin Cup championship of 7 for Bethel Park was in 2012. Near side Jones, wrist shot goes wide. Baldwin's most recent one back in 2021. And that was the last year Baldwin had playoff wins, was in 2021 when they won that Penguin Cup. They last made the playoffs in 22 when they lost to Peters in the first round, as that one misses. 4-14 last year for Bethel Park. Baldwin won 4 games as well. As seeing Irister rebound, unable to stuff was Decker. Decker with 41 remaining on the power play. Up top, Rister, Hunt the save, and no rebound to be found. Zachariah Hunt, another big stop for the Baldwin keeper. .34 seconds remaining on the minor to the Baldwin's Eric Greenaway. The freshman in the box. Dempsey pushes it near side, and the puck cleared back out by Luch. Luch in on the forecheck. Caden Bush goes back for it. Takes a hit in the near side corner as the puck pops back free to the right wing half wall. And sliding back the other way. Here come the Blackhawks. Wrist shot kicked away by Hunt once more. Back up top. Bush quickly slides it. Left side, Valaceris into the middle. Bombich couldn't contain. And Mac Dempsey gets the job done. Gets the clear with 3 seconds remaining. As that will kill the penalty to Greenaway. Both teams yet to score on their 2 power play opportunities. As Luch near side. Luch from the left wing. Through the legs of Luch. Puck wanders to the near side corner. Wrap back around. Valaceris now near side, taken back over. Bombich, toe drag to the corner, drops one off near side. As wrapping back around, that's Foth. All the way around into the netting with 2:32 remaining in the first. Scoreless game between Bethel Park and Baldwin. Didn't play last year, back on the ice here tonight. As puck wanders back in deep, flip back along by Greenaway. Greenaway back behind, now right side corner, pop back up top, wrist shot off the toe of Hunt, kick to the near side, and that's where the Blackhawks dump it further along off the stick of Alborg. As Alborg keeps play deep in Bethel Park, trying to cycle things along. But the Highlanders pressuring on the far side. 4-player scrum. And coming in is Timothy Bush to take over and clear things away. all the way back down, icing the call with 1:55 remaining in the opening period. Scoreless still between Bethel Park and Baldwin here on MVI Live. 1:55, period number 1. Bethel Park looking to go to 2-0. Baldwin looking for their first goal of the season still. Face-off push far side as Bethel Park off the draw. They control. Bombich in the middle. Gives way there. That's the Foth. All the way back around underneath. As surveying from the right side is Decker. Cross ring. Blockered away by Hunt. Wrapped back around by Karcher. Held at the far side. Point by Bethel Park and Eric Husa. Second effort cleared out by Baldwin. Near side pass connects to Calvin Kirsten. Quick up right side. As trying to cut back along is Foth. Karcher able to cancel out. As all the way around left side angle back in towards the line and eventually out. Dempsey had a chance to go back the other way. He was knocked off. Second effort gets it deep. 1:05. Clock continues to roll. As near side trying to get it in deep is False, and he got blown up from the near side as Eric Husa sends False right into the boards, and a penalty coming on Bethel Park with 54.3 seconds remaining. Third penalty on the Blackhawks tonight, as that's going to go against Kai Decker. Bethel Park 7 for 7 on the kill. Baldwin 0 for 6 on the power play this season. As face-off push to the near side corner. Hartman there, and he just angles it with the backhand down. Velaceris pressuring as Hunt will hurry it along to Karcher with 42 in the period. Karcher gets the line, knocked down by Velaceris from behind. As now puck push near side. And that's where Bethel Park looks to counter back. It's Hartman cutting across the middle and offside. Takes a hit from Karcher in the process. 28.2 remaining. Extracurriculars pushing, shoving, as some unhappy campers on both sides. Dempsey now getting into the thick of it. Velaceris trying to separate as they continue to work it out amongst themselves. So both buys and a couple of Blackhawks get penalties here. Wait to see how this gets sorted out. Looks like there's going to be some offsetting penalties. We stay 5-on-4, 28.2 remaining here in the first. Face-off push back into the Baldwin end. Near side, there's Foth trying to pressure. Now it's Dempsey back behind. Dempsey has Karcher instead. Dempsey will survey from his own end. The captain buys in the box on one side. 3 Blackhawks in the other. 8 seconds remaining in the period. Stretch pass deflected in. Caden Bush just jams it off the boards to the line. Back out. 2 seconds down to 1. Buzzer won't be beat by Foth as the first chapter of this one has come to a close. And after 1 period of play, your score, Bethel Park and Baldwin deadlocked at 0 here on MVI Live.
There's no better way to start your morning than with a fresh cup of coffee, and why not start with the best? 3-time Mon Valley favorite winner, His Place Coffee, Community and More, located at 103rd Street in Monessen. Open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. We have something for everyone. From our fresh brewed coffee, refreshing cold brews, house-made lattes, fraps, and so much more. If you can't decide 4 days of the week, I'll personally be there to help you craft the perfect drink for your needs. We're also serving up house-made breakfast and lunch paninis, homemade baked goods with gluten and dairy-free options available. We are so much more than just a coffee shop, offering community outreach, including Kids Craft Day and Story Time. There's always something new brewing, and we can't wait to see you at His Place Coffee, Community and More.
Douglas Education Center is right here at home, fast, focused, and hands-on. Our short-term programs take you from the classroom to a career in months, not years. With small classes, real equipment, and instructors who've done the work, you'll build the skills you need for a family-sustainable future. From day one to hired, we're in your corner. Douglas Education Center, changing lives every day. Start now at dec.edu.
Located in Belle Vernon, Pennsylvania, Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness has been serving the community for years. From teenage athletes to elderly rehabs, your health is their mission. Serving through passion, purpose, and new technology, Emilio and his team are skilled, dedicated, and led by faith because they believe God works through people. Focused on true healing, not medicating pain. You don't need insurance, just the intention to value your health.
First period in the books, we stay scoreless. 1:05 of Highlander power play time left as Hunt just pokes it back behind, but Bethel Park there lurking as Dempsey quickly slides it along, now all the way back out. There's Bush from his own end off the stick of his intended target, Kozak. Luch near side, now Dempsey. Dempsey off to Timothy Bush of Baldwin as the Highlanders try to get into the attacking end, taken over by Caden Bush all the way around, back down with 16:25 remaining in the second. 30 seconds remaining here on what is the third Highlander penalty or power play of the night. Baldwin has yet to score on the power play this season, and on the precipice of 8 for 8 is Bethel Park on the PK, down to 15 seconds remaining on the Highlander power play. As Baldwin stuck deep in their own end, wrap back around all the way down, now falls from the corner. Falls, tries to poke one back along, as now taken back up top. Bush tripped up just as the penalty expires. As Decker, the man serving his first Aalborg, was released. Decker, of course, got more than just a 2, as now a tripping call against Timothy Bush. So Baldwin shorthanded for the third time today. Minute 10 into the second. Bethel Park, a power play that's 2 for 6 on the season, 0 for 2 tonight. Heads back to work, trying to figure it out here in the second frame. Scoreless game, back up top. Walking the line, right side, wrister deflected in! As in front, the Blackhawks bury it. Husa let it fly, and getting a stick in front was Peter Velaceris, his second of the season. And the Bethel Park Blackhawks strike on the power play. 7 seconds into the man advantage, the Blackhawks on the board. .117 into period number 2. Bethel Park in front as Dylan Hartman will have to step in and take over after a kick out on the draw, but Bethel Park on the board. They lead it 1-0. Second goal of the season by the senior forward. Special teams have been good tonight. PK perfect. 1 for 3 power play tonight for Bethel Park. They lead 1-0, 2 minutes into the second frame. As back out, doubling back is Calvin Kirsten. Kirsten working back, wrapping around, now near side boards. Taken back over by the Blackhawks, cleared back out in transition. Here's Kozak, wrist shot blocker down by the keeper Hunt. He's been busy tonight, and he's been good here in this one. Four wins last year for Baldwin, twice against Canumack, twice against the Norwin Knights. .14:58 second period, 1-0 lead here in favor of the Bethel Park Blackhawks. as Blackhawks striking on the power play. Second goal of the season by Velaceris. Jam back near side all the way down. There's False. False. Cross ring pass on line. Rosborough unable to get it deep as it's taken back over by Emerson Foss. Now through the middle. Here comes Bethel Park in the form of Reether. Right side. Reether centering feed. Never got through. Deflected to the corner and wrapped back around. Zephyr pressures on the near side with False. Puck pop free. Side of the goal mount sticked away by Hunt. As now it's wrapped back up. Zephyr has it roll by him all the way down, and icing called against the Highlanders. 14-15 remaining in the second and a 1-0 lead for the Bethel Park Blackhawks. Face-off blocker side of the Baldwin keeper, Hunt. As near side, Hodson pressures as the puck wanders to the left wing point. 4 players converge, 3 for the Highlanders, now 2 more Blackhawks join in as Dempsey back the other way. Dempsey down the right side, centering feed, fire, they score! Nate Buys buries the first of the season for Baldwin. A beautiful feed, Mac Dempsey in front, and the captain makes no mistake. Nate Buys his first of his senior season. From Mac Dempsey as they beat Logan Colella. 13:53, Nate Buys on the board as both Dempsey and Kozak kicked. Buys will step in versus Dylan Hartman. Hartman gets it back. D to D, now right side, dump in by Kozak. Picked back up by Hills. Fans on the wraparound. Cresson wheeling out. Cresson backdoor, unable to pull the trigger was Dylan Hartman. As Hartman tries to center, Cresson from the corner. Up top, wrister sticked away. Now near side corner, centering feed, backdoor, Buys off the left side. Knocked down in the middle, no icing. As Colella turned over left side is picked up there by Hodson. As Hodson tries to center, had Klein in front. Could not get it there, is back behind Dylan Hartman. Near side angle back along by the alternate captain and Keelan Jones. Luch pressures Cresson, who works it back in deep. Now Luch on the near side, swings one back up over the stick of Barry in deep. As Colella backhands one near side corner. 12:44 remaining in the second. 1-1 game between the Highlanders and the Blackhawks. As Bethel Park in transition, near side Karcher steps to the puck and sends it back out neutral ice. Now Klein working down the right side. Picked back up by Hartman, knocked off the puck by Luch in the middle. Cresson runs into Luch, puck wanders into the Highlander end. As puck popped back free, center ice. Far side it goes, on the right side Eric Husa. Husa sends it back near side to Keelan Jones. Now Karcher back out, Dylan Hartman pressured by Luch. Luch trying to work down the right side. Canceled out there by Husu, works back behind. Off the boards, back out. Taken over left side, dumped back along. Off the stick of E.J. Horn. 11:50 remaining in the second. 1-1 game between Bethel Park and Baldwin, icing the call on the Blackhawks here in the second. Offensive zone draw here for the Highlanders of Baldwin. As wrap back around, right side, picked back up. Bethel Park in transition. That's Jack Hartman. Jamming one back along. Karcher with a 1:28 remaining in the second. As near side, picked back up, dumped back along off the stick of Reether in front. Blockered away by Hunt. Keeping us tied is back the other way. As Zephahar able to get one to the line, now second effort. Zephahar dumps one back in deep. Timothy Bush in on the forecheck as Caden Bush clears the end. As all the way back in after it. Icing the call is McLancy. Was headed back for Baldwin. 10:59 remaining in the second, 1-1 game. Face-off tie-up, shot goes wide as Buys was bidding for a second. Hodson wrapped back underneath. Taken back over by the Blackhawks on the far side. Now Hodson picks it back up, drops it back off. Gets it right back at center red. As fending him off on the near side is Stainbrook. As St. John Stainbrook, his first real action here in this one. Far side, Bethel Park trying to work it free. They'll get the clear. Slow roller all the way down, icing waved off. As Hunt sets it up for Hills, who banks it off the end boards. Far side, activating on the right side is Alborg. He goes and plants himself in front as Hills plants his man and Stainbrook into the boards. Back up top, shot blocked down on the rip by Calvin Kirsten. Near side, here comes Dempsey. Helper already today, blocker away by Colella. Far side, Alborg, can't clear the zone. Second effort, the Blackhawks get it out, sent right back in and wrapped back around by Eric Greenaway. Now near side, picked up by Bethel Park as the Blackhawks in transition with Keelan Jones. All the way down, icing the call, 9:54 remaining in the second. Here in a 1-1 game between Bethel Park and Baldwin on MVI Live. Face-off comes in blocker side of Colella. As back the other way, Bombich shoved off the puck by False. And jammed right back in. From their own end, E.J. Horn surveys his options. Now Klein into the middle. Luch tries to cut in. Knocked away from Luch, is taken back behind. That's Eric Husa. Husa wraps one back up as Jack Hartman takes a hit. And a penalty coming against Baldwin. And Bethel Park to their fourth power play of the night, where they're 1 for 3 already. As Giovanni False, the junior defenseman, will get the gate here. Second penalty of the period on Bethel Park. 7:51 into the second, 9:09 remaining. It's a 1-1 game between the Blackhawks and the Highlanders. Face-off glove side of the keeper for Baldwin in Zachariah Hunt. As to the half wall it goes, curling out, fanned on shot. That was by Klein, wrist shot blocked down. Or make that Keelan Jones, excuse me. As wrist shot blocked down out of play. 1:46 remaining here in the second. Face off, one back and wrapped around all the way down and back out. No icing with the penalty. 1:36 remaining on Bethel Park's fourth power play of the night. Trying to go 2 for 4. They were 50% coming into the game. Offside call is a step ahead of the play. On the near side was Luke Foth. Buys, lets it go through, slid near side. There's Bush, almost turned it over to Dempsey. Croissant over skates. Now Kozak down the left wing. Kozak back inside. Corner taken over by Karcher. Wrapped to the line. Past Bush all the way down. And back into Bethel Park Real Estate. Halfway home on the kill for Baldwin. 8:08 remaining in the second. And it's a 1-1 affair here from the Ice Castle in the second half of our twin bill tonight. As Bombich from the right side curls up top, trades spots with Bush, gives him the puck, wrist shot blocked down. Now far side, Kozak battles in the corner, but it's cleared back away. On the back end, it's Greenowald doing the honors. 35 remaining on the minor to false. 7:40 remaining here in the second. As Caden Bush from his own end slides one up, eludes Hartman, but makes its way to Croissant. Cleared back along and back out by Karcher. Bush will skate back in after it with 7:25 remaining. Down to 15 remaining on the false minor. As lone goal for Bethel Park here tonight came on the power play. Greenaway wins the race of the puck, but taken over by Bombich. Down to 5 remaining. As in front, cleared back up and back out. And that's going to be too many for Baldwin. As jumping off the bench into the play was Ryan Zeppahar. And it was before Baldwin's skater in false was even out of the box. Falls still had a foot in the box, and Zephahar was on the ice trying to skate back the other way with the puck. Nine minutes, 55 seconds have elapsed in this second period. We are deadlocked. Both teams have added one. It was Velaceris. Then it was Buys. And now it's the 5th Bethel Park power play so far. 1 for 4 tonight. As back-to-back looks on the PP. As up top it's controlled. Swung back right side. Taken over there. As Keelan Jones swings it on line, left side angled back up into the netting. As getting a stick on that was Luke Foth. With 6:41 remaining in the second. 1:37 remaining here on the power play for Bethel Park. Bethel Park back from their own end. They will reset. 6:25 remaining in the second. 1:18 remaining on the bench minor for too many men. Left side false. Swinging stick at that one. Gets it away from Velaceris. And a possible 2-on-1s. It's Buys and Dempsey. And Dempsey can't drag the toe long enough. Offside on the Highlanders. Dempsey pushes forward off the face-off as Bethel Park's Croissant dumps that one back in. Wrap back around. Croissant surveys. Swings one back up top right side. It's Bombich. As Bombich wrists one off of Hunt. Down to 47 seconds remaining here in the power play. 5:46 here in the second frame. 1-1 between Baldwin and Bethel Park. As the Blackhawks trying to go to 2-0. Baldwin trying to avoid an 0-2 start. As cross-rink, Bush, Bombich denied by Hunt. Got the rebound as well as Croissant shuffled it into the wickets of the keeper Hunt. 5:29 remaining in the second. 25 seconds remaining on the bench minor. Puck jam back up. Past the back line, and now it's Dempsey shorthanded. Tried to cut across, swept away though by the captain, Caden Bush. 10 seconds remaining here on the power play for Bethel Park. Buys takes over. Dempsey now with 6. Buys, wrist shot glove down by Kalella. As the Blackhawks starting keeper, Kalella keeps it tied. 2 seconds remaining on the bench minor. Back up near side, turnover as Luch can't hold the line, wristed back in by Klein. Baldwin will touch up, 4:50 remaining in the second. Stretch pass all the way down, and it eludes the intended target of Stainbrook, so icing the call with 4:46 remaining in the second. It's a 1-1 game between Bethel Park and Baldwin here on MVI Live. Face-off will come blocker side of Kalella. Petrelli trying to get it in deep unsuccessfully. Now it's False. False sends one near side. Backs back along there. Wristed back around. Far side corner. That's where Bethel Park will take back over in the form of Alborg. Centering Alborg, backhander. Hunt never got through to him. Tangle up here on the near side. As cleared away by Luch back out right side. Eric Husa there. Knocked down is Trayson Petrelli. As Petrelli knocks it back out. Sent right back in, 4 minutes on the clock. As jammed near side, taken back over by the Blackhawks of Bethel Park as they'll double back to their own end as Emerson Foss. Far side now galloping up the middle. Here comes Luke Foth. Foth unable to get it deep, jam back out to neutral ice. Back the other way, it's Klein down the right side. Klein stops up, pinned against the wall on the near side. As trying to work things back free is Klein. Thrown into the boards on the near side corner. 3:26 remaining in a 1-1 game. Back behind, Baldwin in command. Taking over, centering feed, looking for buys, doesn't connect. As back the other way, here comes Luke Foth. Stretch pass near side, off the hop. Kai Decker. Decker backdoor, and that one angled up and over and out. Empty cage would not go. As on the back door, Bombich could not capitalize. .257 remaining in the second, 1-1. Hodson and Bombich both told to back up on the near side. Both trying to lurk in. Clean win by Kai Decker. Right side. Wristed back in. As that's Calvin Kirsten just sending it along the sophomore. Back out Hodson. Now pop back free. Left side. Picked back up by Kirsten. Right side Foth. Back the other way. As here comes Bethel Park late looking, sliding to break up the cross crease pass was Karcher. Karcher once again with 2:25 remaining. Karcher, stretch pass, Dempsey offside again. As he was lurking for the break in his second point of the night. Face off, one back cleanly. Wrist shot through traffic, blocked down far side. 2:15 remaining in the second. as almost sneaking through the 5-0 is the sharp angle wrister by Veloceris. Held at the line as wrister in. Hunt able to keep it out and get a hand on it as Zachariah Hunt denied Emerson Fost. .203 second period, 1-1 game here. It was Veloceris on the power play. Then Baldwin's Nate Buys bought the first goal of the season for the Highlanders. .203 left in the second as nearing the end of the frame, wrapped back behind and around to the near side, far side corner, make it now. Working out, wrist shot, and that one deflects up and out with 1:53 remaining. Back in the middle, now taken over. Backhander by Kozak goes wide. As trying to work it free is Barry on the near side. Croissant in there as well. Puck pops back up top. Cross ring, Bush denied. Rebound Barry, angles it out. 1:35 remaining. Klein canceled out by Dylan Hartman on the near side. Now Bush back the other way. Croissant in stride. Drops it off. Bush angles wide. Caden Bush. Bush cuts middle, fires, blocked away. Klein got a piece of it in front. Sent back behind Croissant. Centering feed. Nobody home for the Blackhawks as the Highlanders canceled out. It was Hodson in transition. Now Bush. Knocked off the puck by False as Bush keeps working behind. 57 seconds remaining. One touch back alone. Bush, wrist shot blocked down in front. Still loose, and Baldwin's keeper Hunt will get upon it once again and slow things down with 48.6 seconds remaining. Under a minute remaining as Bombich back underneath. Bethel Park in command now. Kai Decker. Decker turns it over. Buys, flips it ahead. Too far for Dempsey. As one last rush maybe for the Blackhawks of Bethel Park. Centering feed. Pops back all the way up top. And Buys gets a stick on it. Looks like the net comes off its moorings. Down to our left. Bethel Park, Baldwin tied at 1, 20.8 remaining. Face-off blocker side of the keeper here in the form of Zachariah Hunt. He's been up to the test tonight. Been very good as face-off tie-up back the other way. Luch in transition as Buys with him. Pass too far out in front. Down to 10 seconds remaining in the second. Bombich down the right side. Stood up there by Greenaway. 4 seconds. Backhand straight up. And trickles down behind to end the frame. As some pushing, some shoving after the whistle. Two chapters have come to a close. And we are deadlocked at 1 right here on MVI Live.
Direct Jewelers in Mirabella Boutique is South Hill's premier diamond and engagement center. We are dedicated to providing top quality jewelry at wholesale pricing, offering the lowest price on jewelry and jewelry repair in the area, along with paying the highest cash price for gold, silver, and diamonds. Whether it's a cozy gathering or a festive celebration, we have the perfect jewelry for everyone. Come explore our stunning collection today and find your new favorite piece at Direct Jewelers in Mirabella Boutique. No way to start your morning than with a fresh cup of coffee, and why not start with the best? Three-time Mon Valley favorite winner, His Place Coffee Community and More, located at 103rd Street in Menneson. Open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. We have something for everyone. From our fresh brewed coffee, refreshing cold brews, house-made lattes, fraps, and so much more. If you can't decide 4 days of the week, I'll personally be there to help you craft the perfect drink for your needs. We're also serving up house-made breakfast and lunch paninis, homemade baked goods with gluten and dairy-free options available. We are so much more than just a coffee shop, offering community outreach including Kids Craft Day and Story Time. There's always something new brewing, and we can't wait to see you at His Place Coffee, Community, and More. This is Alex Lyons, and most of you know me as the voice of MVI Live, but that's only part of the story. I'm also the youth director of the Ignite Middle School and High School Youth Group at the Christian Center Church, and I would like to personally invite you to join me and my team starting Wednesday, September 10th from 6:30 to 8 p.m. at 130 Charity Lane for fun, fellowship, and the Word of God. I can't wait to see you there. For more information, call or text me at 724-562-3248. Salvatore's Pizza and Pasta in Bell Vernon, always homemade with the freshest ingredients, is a must-try in the Mon Valley. Open Wednesday and Thursday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., Friday and Saturday from 11 to 9, and Sundays from 11 to 7. Dine in and take out available. We are pleased to also offer catering for whatever big events you have planned. Call us today at 724-633-0174. Salvatore's Pizza and Pasta, only feeding our customers with the very best.
Douglas Education Center is right here at home, fast, focused, and hands-on. Our short-term programs take you from the classroom to a career in months, not years. With small classes, real equipment, and instructors who've done the work, you'll build the skills you need for a family-sustainable future. From day one to hired, we're in your corner. Douglas Education Center, changing lives every day. Start now at dec.edu.
For 30 years of experience, RTI Insurance Services is the clear choice in insurance providers for both individuals and businesses. At RTI, we've been upholding the highest standard of fiduciary responsibility for our clients. For your insurance needs, contact Mike Williamson at 724-263-0359. RTI Insurance Services, we've got you covered. Whether it's finding the perfect home, negotiating the best deal, or walking you through each step with care, Realtor Janelle Carpenter will show up with excellence every time, even when no one's watching, because quality matters and so do you. So if you're looking for the best home buying and selling experience, make sure you call Realty One Gold Standard agent Janelle Carpenter at 724-797-1675. If you're ready to buy or sell, call Janelle.
What's up, Quick Lube? It's time for a change. For years, you've been told to keep your vehicle running in peak condition with regular scheduled maintenance. But fitting it into your schedule can be a real hassle. You need a place that offers oil and filter changes, tire repair and rotation, light bulb and wiper replacements, and more. And it's all done quickly and correctly. For additional information, browse our website, give us a call, or come see us today.
Located in Bell Vernon, Pennsylvania, Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness has been serving the community for years. From teenage athletes to elderly rehabs, your health is their mission. Serving through passion, purpose, and new technology, Emilio and his team are skilled, dedicated, and led by faith because they believe God works through people, focused on true healing, not medicating pain. You don't need insurance, just the intention to value your health. Be proactive, not reactive, by calling Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness.
Louis O O's Discount Warehouse, a fresh new name with the same great people and same crazy deals. Veteran owned and operated, located at 1800 Shoemaker in Monessen. Specializing in home remodeling, our products are priced at 50% or less than the retail store, making us your one-stop remodeling jackpot. Whether you've shopped with us for years or it's your first visit, we can't wait to see you at Louis O's Discount Warehouse. The best local coverage of news, sports, and more. Make sure you subscribe to the Mon Valley Independent newspaper. Both print and e-edition subscriptions are available, and you can try the e-edition free for 30 days starting today. So make sure you log on to MonValleyIndependent.com for more information. Mon Valley Independent. What happens here matters here. Transform your home or business with Pittsburgh's go-to painting experts, Weiser Painting Company. Locally owned and operated, our team is committed to delivering top-tier craftsmanship with integrity, reliability, and professionalism. From the first consultation to the final brushstroke, we ensure a seamless, stress-free experience. Whether you're refreshing your home's interior or protecting your commercial property, you can count on us. Call today for your free quote at 412-559-8515. Weiser Painting Company, lasting quality and superior service. It's time to customize your ride with TC Customized in Jefferson Hills. Wheels, rims, and tires, along with lift kit and lowering kits, full service auto detailing, along with custom audio systems, remote starts, alarms, custom lighting, tints, and so much more. Whatever your need is, you can completely customize your ride today at TC Customized. Call today at 412-384-5300. Mark's Court Time, conveniently located at 95 Enterprise Street, Elizabeth, Pennsylvania, was recently voted one of the top 10 indoor facilities in the state. With 3 basketball courts, 4 volleyball courts, 3 futsal arenas, and an indoor batting cage, we are equipped for any sports practice or tournament. We also host gatherings and birthday parties in our 20,000 square foot building. We are looking forward to seeing you there. Contact us today at 412-853-5408 or email us at dmarkscourttime@gmail.com. There's no better way to start your morning than with a fresh cup of coffee, and why not start with the best? 3-time Mon Valley favorite winner, His Place Coffee Community and More, located at 103rd Street in Monessen. Open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. We have something for everyone. From our fresh brewed coffee, refreshing cold brews, house-made lattes, fraps, and so much more. If you can't decide 4 days of the week, I'll personally be there to help you craft the perfect drink for your needs. We're also serving up house-made breakfast and lunch paninis, homemade baked goods with gluten and dairy-free options available. We are so much more than just a coffee shop, offering community outreach, including Kids Craft Day and Story Time. There's always something new brewing, and we can't wait to see you at His Place Coffee, Community, and More. This is Alex Lyons, and most of you know me as the voice of MVI Live, but that's only part of the story. I'm also the youth director of the Ignite Middle School and High School Youth Group at the Christian Center Church, and I would like to personally invite you to join me and my team starting Wednesday, September 10th from 6:30 to 8 p.m. at 130 Charity Lane for fun, fellowship, and the Word of God. I can't wait to see you there. For more information, call or text me at 724-562-3248. Salvatore's Pizza and Pasta in Bell Vernon, always homemade with the freshest ingredients, is a must-try in the Mon Valley. Open Wednesday and Thursday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., Friday and Saturday from 11 to 9, and Sundays from 11 to 7. Dine in and take out available. We are pleased to also offer catering for whatever big events you have planned. Call us today at 724-633-0174. Salvatore's Pizza and Pasta, only feeding our customers with the very best.
Douglas Education Center is right here at home, fast, focused, and hands-on. Our short-term programs take you from the classroom to a career in months, not years. With small classes, real equipment, and instructors who've done the work, you'll build the skills you need for a family-sustainable future. From day one to hired, we're in your corner. Douglas Education Center, changing lives every day. Start now at dec.edu.
For 30 years of experience, RTI Insurance Services is the clear choice in insurance providers for both individuals and businesses. At RTI, we've been upholding the highest standard of fiduciary responsibility for our clients. For your insurance needs, contact Mike Williamson at 724-263-0359. RTI Insurance Services, we've got you covered. Whether it's finding the perfect home, negotiating the best deal, or walking you through each step with care, Realtor Janelle Carpenter will show up with excellence every time, even when no one's watching, because quality matters and so do you. So if you're looking for the best home buying and selling experience, make sure you call Realty One Gold Standard agent Janelle Carpenter at 724-797-1675. If you're ready to buy or sell, call Janelle.
Up quick.
2 chapters written, 1 left to be told, and we are tied. 1's on the board here on MVI Live as Baldwin and Bethel Park deadlocked here as we enter the final frame between these two combatants. As Bethel Park early on, it's Bush, wrist shot, Hunt the save. Rebound back out to Buys as Buys up the middle. Hodson finds his man, but it's taken back over and wrapped back around by Reether near side. Eventually Reether picks back up in the corner. Reether slides across. Now E.J. Horn backhand along as Bombich up into the bench, out of play. (16-15) in the third. Face off, one back by Baldwin. Now it's wrapped back by Hodson. Taken back over from his own end. Kirsten near side stretch off of Hodson. Picked back up by Foth on the far side. Make it Emerson Faust. As it's jammed back, Kirsten in his own end. Stretches one left side, Husa. Back out, center ice. Now taken by Cresson. As Cresson working back over, shot it, Hunt, rebound, angled up and over and out of play with 15:38 remaining in the third. (15:38) third period action, 1-1 Highlanders and Blackhawks here on MVI Live. Face-off comes into the glove side of the Highlander keeper. As pushed to the near side point and back out it goes. Baldwin forcing the issue. Zeppahar now back behind, centering feed, backhander angled wide. Rosboro trying to break the deadlock and back the other way. Right side, Arister up into the netting with 15:12 remaining in the third. Hunt will have the face-off once again to his left. As back around left side up top. Jam back off the dasher, back behind, it's Hartman, Jack Hartman. On the backhand, wraps back around all the way around to the near side. Picked back up by Velaceres. Into the near side corner, angle back out. Luch can't get there as Caden Bush holds the line. Bush slides one, give and go. Bush down Broadway. Hunt gets a glove on it and he'll hang on. 14:34 remaining here in the third frame. 1-1 contest on MVI Live. It was Velaceres starting the party and finishing it in the second with the goal was Buys. As Buys got his first tally of the season. Face-off tie-up now Greenawalt wrapping around the near side. Picked back up right side, Dylan Hartman. As Dylan Hartman wraps back behind, centers one, broken up by Klein. Back out, stood up in center ice there is Petrelli. As Trayson Petrelli knocked off the puck, now left side, backhand dump by Alborg, rides around the dasher board, all the way back behind, now near side Luch, centers one to his own man, Hills. Hills to Petrelli. Petrelli cuts out wide, 1-on-3. The Highlanders changing behind the play. As back the other way, held at the line by the captain, Buys, and Bush dumps it back out the other way. Taken back now by False. False jams one off the boards, back out into the Blackhawk end. 13:33, clock rolling here in the second. Knocked down, not with a high stick, and played off the deflection there by Dylan Hartman. Hartman working in the corner. 13:22, third period, 1-1 game. Centering feed never got through. Puck on and all the way down. Going to be set up by Colella, but first it's icing against Baldwin with 13:14 remaining here in the second as we stayed tied. As deflected in, Zachariah Hunt once again. Right place, right time, makes the stop. Off the face-off win, Bombich turned away. Back the other way, it's Buys, slammed into the boards. No penalty so far here in the third. 12:56 remaining in frame number 3. Dempsey fires his man down to the ice as a plethora of bodies hit the deck and near side. Vacating the end is Luke Foth. Puck pops up, glove down by False. Turns it right back over to Bethel Park, who quickly just dumps it back into the form of Keelan Jones. As back underneath, wrap around, sharp angle through the goal mouth, all the way back out near side. Bethel Park centers one, but it's taken over by Hodson of Baldwin. Center red, dump and change for the Baldwin Highlanders with 12:12 remaining in the third. Puck to the near side, half wall, turnover, wrist shot, they score! Rosborough, and it's 2-1 Baldwin. The sophomore buries it in a leap into the boards on the near side. First lead of the season for Baldwin. Aiden Rosborough breaks the tie with 12:05 remaining. So the Highlanders have the lead for the first time. Rosmorel gets it done. Now they want more. Zeppahar in and into the glove it goes of the keeper, Kallela. 11:55 third period action. Kallela keeps it out and keeps it a 1-goal deficit. Face off right side. Highlanders push forward. Wrap back around. Near side forcing the issue is McClancy. Now taken back over. Wrap back around. Zeppahara tries to get it out. Croissant left side. Hunt the save. He hangs on. 11:36 remaining here in the third. Face off taken away, 2-on-1. Back the other way, onside play, wrist shot off the window. As letting it go was Caden Barry. Valaceris, cross ring, off the hop, Stanbrook. Wrap back underneath, 11:16 remaining in the third. Centering feed cleared back away. Again, night one for Baldwin. Was an 8-0 loss to Armstrong. 4-2 win over Shaler for Bethel Park. 2-1 Highlanders here tonight. As Bethel Park trying to get it even. Big hit on the near side. Luch as back behind, centering feed. Valaceris now lurking as Barry takes over, banks it out. Luch racing in after it as he's in pursuit of Hassa. As Husa back the other way. Husa center red, wraps it around all the way down. Falsh jams it. Hodson sends it back out. 10:30 remaining here in the third. Back the other way. Bethel Park looks to counter. Angled back in. Valaceris now false. False banks it back along. Wrap back to where it can be taken over by Dempsey. Bombich. Shoulder into Hodson. Puck near side to Caden Bush. Bush right side working in. Bush back behind. Sharp angle. Centering feed wouldn't go. Jam back to the line. Held there by Decker. Over to Bombich. Bombich, wrister, Hunt. Into the glove with 9:55 left here in the third. Hunt, puck loose, still loose, back behind Karcher. Angles it off the boards, now Bush, wrist shot deflected wide off McClancy's stick. Taken back over, Karcher from the near side corner. Off to Bush, back to the line, right down the left side, turning, drop off Bush. As Bush wraps one back underneath. Picked back up, centering feed all the way out. As sending it back out inadvertently was Luke Foth. Karcher. Now Dempsey taken over by Decker. The Highlander skaters looking dead tired in their own end, but Dempsey has a burst late. Fires one in and right into the glove of Kallela. .903 third period. Offensive zone draw lost by Baldwin. From their own end, the Blackhawks look to go. As Hartman gets it in. Now Hills wraps back behind. As taken back over. Kozak centers. Puck wanders up top. Wrist shot loose in front. Rebound covered. Zachariah Hunt. He's been hunting pucks all night long and knocks down one more. Big stop there, Zachariah Hunt. 31-14, shots on goal in favor of Bethel Park. That one off a stick by Calvin Kirsten and wide. Near side, wrister, cross crease broken up. Greenaway in transition. Zeppahar unable to get there off the sticks of Greenaway. Near side, Rosborough. Rosborough left wing. Rosborough knocked off the puck. Taken back over. Centering feed by Timothy Bush. Back out, False. False from his own end. Slides one up the chute off of Bush and back in. 8:08 remaining. Hartman set loose but canceled out by Foch. Great job in sealing the back end. As now Croissant wraps it back around. Near side half wall. Taken back over and flipped back towards the line, but not out. False slams his man down to the deck. As in the middle, right down Broadway, they score! Kozak ties it at 2. And Bethel Park answers back. Ezra Kozak's first of the season. So Kozak gets the equalizer, and we're tied at 2 with 7:45 remaining. Bethel Park heavily outshooting Baldwin in this game. Scoreboard, though, reads an even 2. No penalties in this period. Down to 7:28 remaining in the third. As wrapped back around near side, taken over, flip back along onto the stick of Barry, dump and chase. As Barry on the forecheck, losing an edge back behind, that was Reether. As taken back over Bush. Now Hartman, Jack Hartman as Valaceres with him. Onside play, drop off Bush into the netting with 7:01 remaining in the third. 2-2 Baldwin and Bethel Park. Face off one back, whistled off the window, now near side, picked back up. As there's Husa back behind, wrapping up top. Half wall curling, Dylan Hartman runs into his own man. Hodson sends it out and dump back in. 6:42 in the third, tie game. Buys, back out it goes, sent right back where it came from. Now E.J. Horn off the half wall, turns it over. Hartman fires, never got through to Hunt. Left side picked back up there by Fost. As Fost to Hartman. Hartman tries to cut to the middle. Broken up by Baldwin, but now Hartman continues to wreak havoc as there's Mac Dempsey. Dempsey cuts it right side. Dempsey stretch pass. Broken up near side, the captain buys. Bidding for the puck, doesn't win it. As it's sent back in, now far side chasing on the left side. Alborg from the corner, now wraps back behind. Alborg surveys, banks back up top. Half slapper off the half end wall and back to Hodson on the right wing boards. Banks one back out. Taken back over by Bethel Park with 5:43 remaining in the third. Wrap back all the right way down now right side. Angle to the line and eventually kept alive by Bethel Park in the middle. Blackhawks lurking, but Timothy Bush gets it to the line. No further. Wrist shot off the glove of Hunt. 30-plus saves tonight for the Baldwin keeper. As Zachariah Hunt keeping his team alive. Dumped back in and cleared back out. Icing on Baldwin, 5:10 remaining in the third. Off of Greenaway, jam back in deep. Puck taken back and wrapped to the left side. Zeppahar Tries to work it out. Now Bush has Rosborough near side. Couldn't get it that way. As Caden Bush works down the right side. Banks back along to the line and out. All the way down. Turning clear. Back to the line. Bethel Parks Bush. Finds his man. Kai Decker 2-on-1. Blockered away. Getting the stick on it was Hunt. And it was a beauty to keep it even. As Decker robbed on the near side. Zachariah, incredible in this one. He doesn't want to go to 0-2, and he's been brilliant in all facets tonight. Trying to steal one is the senior. Knocked out and kicked out is going to be Dempsey. The captain, Buys, will come in. Nate Buys. Face-off tie-up. Still taken over by Kozak. He has the equalizer here earlier this period. 4:15 remaining. Now taken over Hodson. Been a fantastic pair of games tonight. Buys working in. TJ scored in the final 30 to knock off Upper St. Clair. Deadlocked here in the final 5. As trying to work free is Dempsey. Back behind left side. Drop off near side. Here comes the Blackhawks. Husa got it up to Hartman. Croissant over skates. Dempsey curls up the middle. Dempsey down the right side. Fires it wide. Held by Buys. Hartman trying to clear the zone. Hartman. Now it's taken back over. Dempsey works in. As Dempsey cuts across, fires it, he scores! Iron it in! It's Dempsey, the senior, and the Highlanders retake the lead. 3-2, Mac Dempsey with the missile. Mac Dempsey, hoping it holds. An absolute howitzer, beating Kalala and taking the lead. Stretch the other way. Here comes Rosborough off a body near side. Second effort gets it in. 3:08, third period, clock rolling. Highlanders trying to hang on. Second lead of the period. Caden Bush wants to say something about that. As Bush bouncing down, turns it over. Rosborough slides it out. Valaceris near side bank. Hartman now takes over. 15-5 shots in the third in favor of Bethel Park. 2-1 goals though in favor of Baldwin. Mac Dempsey the go-ahead. Cleared back down, and it will be icing. 2:28 remaining in the third. An extra second ticks off the clock down to 2:27. 3-2 Highlanders. 34 saves tonight for Zachariah Hunt, and they have been masterful. (3-2) Baldwin leads. Face-off blocker side. Bombich and Dempsey. Wrist shot off the draw goes wide. Near side corner. Kai Decker. Decker from the corner. Back behind. Surveying. Centering feed broken up. Back up top. Holding the line and clearing it out is Dempsey. After dumping it back in was Reether. Now back from his own end. Curling back near side. Eric Husa. Husa slides it left side. Left wing Bombich. Bombich wraps it back around. Hills watches near side corner. Husa activates. Back behind. Centering feed, Reether keeps it alive in the final 2. Watch Colella down to our left. He's going to the bench as the puck wanders out. Extra attacker on in Dylan Hartman. 6 on 5, 1:32 remaining. Icing waved off, slapper fanned on, off the heel and wide, through Reether, foot race for it. Hodson gonna pressure. It's Husa, the first one there. Drops it off. Reether has it far side. Stretch up off for Sellis with 1:12 remaining. Karcher in command. Rips it, not out. And Hunt puts the paw on it with 1:04 remaining. Timeout as assistant coach Jason Bauer trying to get the attention of the officials. Jason Bauer, former Bethel Park Blackhawk in his own right, and I've actually had the privilege of working 4 years with Jason a while back when he was playing his college hockey out in Shady Side for the Chatham Cougars. Got to actually call every year Jason played for Chatham when I was announcing Cougar hockey games, so good to get to see Jason once again here tonight before this game as Jason Bauer, Shaha, Bethel Park player before playing his college hockey for Chatham, part of that startup. Now a very good Chatham hockey program on the men's side of things as they have absolutely become a very good program inside the D3 ranks under former RMU assistant, and actually, if my memory does not fail me, not as in-depth with the Chatham hockey teams as I was about 4 years ago, 5 years ago now at this point, but if my memory doesn't fail me, #1 recruiting class in D3. So Chatham bringing in the #1 D3 men's hockey recruiting class, and again, great place to play. Playing down at the Hunt Armory right off campus, city of Pittsburgh. Why wouldn't you want to come play hockey at Chatham? Jason Bauer did that as that one wristed down. Of course, it was a privilege getting to call their first ever games, their first ever win as well, but now a team bringing in the #1 recruiting class in all of Division III college hockey. You know, something I always talked about, which why wouldn't they be able to do that? And it's worked out. Hockey Town, Penn's 0-2 on the season now, and Baldwin trying to go 1-1, trying to hold off Bethel Park. Blackhawks trying to find a way to 2-0. Caden Bush hustles back for it. Luch, instead of pressuring, will set back defensively as that one wristed back along. Now false on the far side, pressures. Kozak, it's Hartman. Hartman works in, backdoor. Bombich couldn't get a stick on it. Luch galloping, goes for the win. Got it! Luch! Icing on top of the cake into the empty net. Ian Luch, the freshman's first, is the icing, sealing the deal. The freshman delivers. First ever goal for Ian Luch. Puts a bow on it with 30.6 remaining. "36 saves for the senior keeper, Zachariah Hunt. Absolutely stole the show here tonight as trying to find one more late as Bethel Park, but it will be too little, too late. One more for good measure for Zachariah Hunt, his 37th save of the night. Colella back to the bench for the extra attacker with 9.6. It's not gonna matter though. Dempsey will take the draw. Down to a knee, pushed by Bies to the corner. Down to 5, sharp angle, doesn't go. Back behind, backhander never gets through. And Baldwin knocks off Bethel Park. As after getting swept by them in the last 2 meetings, it's Bethel Park being handed their first loss of the season. Baldwin gets win number 1 on the campaign, and they're led by Weiser Painting Company. Player of the game, Zachariah Hunt. 36 saves in the win for the senior keeper, Zachariah Hunt. 4-2 your final. Power play goal to start. Velaceris from Husa, 117 in the second, but it was the captain buys from Dempsey tying it up. Rosbola would give Baldwin the lead at 2-1. It would not last. Kozak would answer, but late heroics. Max Dempsey, a missile off the post for Mac Dempsey, and Mac Dempsey would make it 3-2. First ever goal by Luch would seal the deal, but stealing the show was Zachariah Hunt tonight, the senior, your Weiser Painting Company player of the game. Brilliant performance by Hunt after getting lit up for 8 by Armstrong. Seals a win tonight in a standout performance. That will do it for us. Highlanders 4, Blackhawks 2. Tomorrow night, more action on the network. It will be Mars taking on McKeesport. Friday Night Lights on MVI Live. Till next time, I'm Alex Lyons, saying thanks for tuning in right here to your home for Mon Valley Athletics. It's MVI Live and Lions Heart Media.
This has been a presentation of Lions Heart Media on MVI Live.